Merry meet everyone. Welcome back to Midnight Fantasy Creation. Today we are doing something very, very different and totally experimental. I have no clue if anyone's ever tried making their own neon sign. I don't necessarily want to do just a strictly neon sign. I do want to put neon lights inside of a shadow box, or it's a shadow box frame or something like that, and have it illuminate a piece of paper through it so people can basically, illuminate the sign. This one is going to be like a store hour sign, so I can post my hours on the store. You can do any picture you want. I was really hoping to do it with the transparent vinyl sticker, but I misplaced them somewhere because I've been holding on to those suckers for almost a year now, and I have moved stuff around so much. I have absolutely no clue where I stuck them, which is very depressing because, I don't feel like buying new ones. So I'm going to try it with just the paper. I'm thinking it might be better because the paper is going to be a little more vibrant, whereas the transparent paper is not going to be, or the transparent sticker vinyl is not going to be as vibrant. And I have printed out 2 potential store signs. I'm thinking this one might work better than this one, but I'm going to try this one first. So I have already made a sign, laminated it, and, got it ready. Kind of stuck it in the window to see what it looks like, and you can't even see the darn thing whatsoever. So, plan B. I am going to use neon lights. Now, I got these on Amazon. I bought a different set that couldn't even tell if they were on outside, but these are super duper bright. And I have no clue what I just dropped. Oh, that was the remote thingy. Just plug this in. I'll show you how bright these are. Like, those are bright. So I'm hoping that will help illuminate the sign so you can read the hours and see them when I finally open and people want to come and see, what I'm open. You can do this with absolutely any kind of, sure, if you want to do a nice, actually, I might do that in the future if this works out really well and I like it. Because I do want to play with more electronic stuff. I've been wanting to do some woodworking signs and not necessarily have fairy lights, but have lights behind it and have a nice bright picture to hang on the wall. I have a really cool Halloween one that I got. There are those the haunted photos. It literally has a ghostly figure that lights up. It starts playing the piano that's in the picture. Now, I don't want to do Halloween ones necessarily. I mean, not that I don't want to do Halloween ones, but I want to do some, maybe some dragon ones, some fairy ones, do a really nice fairy garden. That would be amazing. So if you guys want to see that, definitely shoot a comment below. I can probably do that in the near future. So, and I gotta go grab the box. Now, I may have to trim this. Let me get this stuff out of the way for a second. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put everything here for you guys to see, but I got this off of Amazon. I was kind of expecting it to have a door that opens, and it doesn't. It is literally a picture frame, so I don't know how well this is going to work for me. I'm going to need to drill a hole in the corner somewhere to let the light out, not the light, but the power cord out. So, ouch. I can turn it off and on. Not that I want to shut it off, but so I can at least plug it into a wall or power source. But this is a nice, oh, does this come out? Oh, sweet. So this is a nice shadow box. And let's see if this paper fits. It fits exactly perfect. Oh, I don't even need to tape it to the window. Ah, yes. Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay, so this actually may be a good thing. I don't know how well that's going to stay, but we are going to test this out. I do want to stream the lights. Oh wait, it'd be on this thing. This might actually be easier to put on with the lights. Yeah. And it comes with screws. This is just, it looks like it's very dense cardboard, and this is, oh, this is thick too, so that's an even bigger plus. Okay, so let's get started. I need to find my screwdriver. There we go. Because they give you brackets to stick these neon lights in. I don't know. I may have way too many or way too much. And you can cut these to shrink them. But again, this is the first time I've ever used anything like this. So that's the power cord. It does come separate. I did plug it in beforehand to make sure it actually worked. Because if it didn't work, I was going to send it back again. Like I said, this is my second try on getting a neon light strip, because the first one I got, oh my gosh, let me tell you, it didn't illuminate anything unless you were in a super dark room, which doesn't do me any good because I want people to be able to see this outside. All right, I wonder, can I take this thing off? Yes, this is a nice protective strip, and okay, I should be able to take that off. I wish I could get more of these. So when you buy the lights, they come with a power plug, especially this brand. What brand is this? I'm using the Neotechnica neon lights. You can stream them anywhere in your house. They have them for the bedrooms, the living rooms, the kitchens. I've seen people like doing stuff like this around their TVs. You can get a multicolor pack, I don't know if you can buy one that changes colors. I'm pretty sure you can, but not in this style. All right, this is a lot. Where do I want to start? Oh boy. I'm wondering if I should do this with the lights on, but the lights are so freaking bright. I just need to see how much I'm using because, like I said, I'm not going to need all of this. I want to have this in a corner. And this stuff is supposed to be bendable. So if you ever played with an LED strip, they tell you not to bend LED strip because you can ruin the lights. But they do have connectors for you so you can get them in 90-degree angles without, ruining your lights. But these are supposed to be super flexible so you can do your own really intricate design. Yeah, I definitely don't need that much. And this is going to be a pain in my tushy. Pain in the tushy! Okay, this only lights up one way, so the lights illuminate here. And that is it. It's fine by me. And I think you can cut them right where these lines show up. Don't want to necessarily do that. I can probably put some of this on the backing. It's gonna be easier once we get, hopefully it's gonna be easier once we get some brackets in here. So they give you all these brackets, and I am gonna do my best to try and get everything on the camera. Now, let me make sure my screwdriver is gonna work, because I just grabbed a dinky one. Yes, and this is going to go through the board, but I am fine with that. All right, let's move these lights out of the way for now. And let's start off with the first bracket. So I want them this way. So I might have to do them on this board, which means I don't need the screws. I need pins, flathead pins, and I don't have flathead pins, so we're probably just going to try the screw. Thinking they would go here, but these hold them upright, not sideways. Why would they hold them sideways? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. So we're not going to be putting it in this frame, and I put the frame over there. All right, so we are going to be putting it on the white board. I don't know how well this is going to hold the screws. It is the exact same size as this. Okay, so if memory serves me, I don't want to put it all the way in the corner. Let me move this over. You don't want to put the first bracket all the way in the corner because the wire needs to move. So you can stick it a little outwards, and I'm just using this as a gauge to see how far away from the wall I need it. And I think that is going to be good. Oh, I was hoping this got magnetized. Alright, so my charging stand died. Come on, Ghost, move. I had to go all the way out to my office to get my other stand, and I can't see exactly what is going on the camera anymore, but I think that's a good view. This might actually be better for you. Now, as I was doing this does not reach all the way down to the board. At least, not enough to get this a little tighter. I may need to use something else. I mean, this is pretty dense. Don't think I can get a screwdriver, an electric screwdriver in here. Well, we are gonna find out. Alright, let's see if a little more power will help. Alright, situation. Wait, is that going in the right direction? Oh, no, it's not helping. It's definitely poking through, but for some reason it's just not grabbing the nail. Or screw, excuse me. Tearing it to bits. Alrighty, well, double-sided tape won't work on this because this is felt. They give you these pins, but these pins would go through the board like 3 times. I don't know why they give you such large pins. And I'm gonna need more than, what is this, 5, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I probably could have done it this way. Maybe 4. Oh, great. Now I can't even get this thing out. This is recording, right? Right. So the screw is not working, which is a real bummer. I know the adhesive isn't going to work because of the felt. Glue probably won't work either. Oh, hey, look at that. Adhesive doesn't even work on the thing. But if I have it this way... nice hole. This has its own adhesive already on it. Oh, hey, look at that. Let's try this. These right here. Let's make sure this frame goes on it without hitting anything. And of course, I need to fix that. This is way too far over. Oh, it's not sticking. Okay, no, that's sticking. Not very good at sticking. As long as it stays, so I can do what I need. I'm wondering if this will work. No, it's moving already. I'm gonna try this before I put all those on. Yeah, see, that's coming off. Well, now I need to figure something else out. Don't you love it when nothing works? Tacks would get in the way. I don't know if a staple would work. I have adhesive and I have glue. Double-sided tape. Wonder if that would work. Tape should stick to the tape. Right. So let's try the double-sided tape and see if that works. In theory, the tape should stick to itself. Like the adhesive should stick to the adhesive fairly well. We will see if that is going to happen. Because this stuff is not sticky enough to keep it. There we go. Now we're talking. All right. Let's grab this and see if it moves. I don't need this board. Not yet. And I don't want to lose the screws. So let's put this off to the side. Let's see if I can get this to behave. You guys are going to have fun watching me struggle. Oh, I don't know how much of this... Okay, hold on. Let me put this... So I got to make sure it's over here. Again, I am so sorry if I'm not on camera. I'm going to try and move this a little more this way. Is that better? Yeah. Right. I just got to remember to leave this over here. And I'm going to try and spin this around as I'm going. I want this to somewhat... Now, Again, this is not something I'm selling, so if I were to ever do something like this, trust me, I would make sure that it is better made. I had one person comment on my tattoo video, the temporary tattoo, when I was doing the sketchbooks. Once my office is ready to be worked in again, I will be working on perfecting those. And a lot of you have mentioned that you don't need to seal the tattoos. They aren't going to go anywhere. And we did test that out with the puzzle tattoo. And that didn't really sit long enough for me to be satisfied that wasn't going to go anywhere. So I will test that theory out in a future video. So if I were to make stuff like this and sell them, I would make sure these lights are secure. They're not going to go anywhere. They will be somewhat easy to change, especially if they die or if there's any other issue with them, because I want people to enjoy the things that I sell and make. I don't just want to make a profit. I want you guys to be happy with what you have. This is just the first attempt of me messing around with something I know absolutely nothing about, making a video on it, and you guys can watch me do stupid things. Because again, I know nothing about this. Now, normally if I were to do this, I would start from the center and work my way out. But unfortunately, since I don't know how much of this I'm going to be using, and I may need to cut this, I'm starting from the outside in, and this tape is already not working the way I want it. I may have to stop this, and I haven't even barely started. I also want to get these as close together as possible. Don't care if the center is not illuminated. I'm pretty sure this is going to be bright enough. I'm probably gonna have to find a way to super glue these down. Wondering if E6000 would work. Alright, so I tested this out on a new board that I cut. I may need to adjust this a little bit. And I did test out a couple of pieces to make sure it would stay to said board. And so far it's working pretty good, as long as I don't mess around with this too much. I did also rewind this so it's not fighting itself. And I'm trying to move this just a little bit out of the way so I can glue them as I need without it getting all unraveled, because I need to do this piece right here. The problem with this glue is it's taking too long for it to dry. You have to weigh it down to get it to stay in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a couple of these, and then I am going to do the rest off camera so I can properly have them weighed down. I am also going to weigh them as I'm going, not moving on me. I'll do that with a nice candle. I have to re-glue this one. And then I'll show you what it looks like after it's done. I'm definitely going to have to do this in waves. You're going to need to let this dry and set before you can even move it, because it is just going to wind up moving everywhere. So I'm just going to grab something heavy and just plop it right down on this and let it sit and dry, and then I'll do the next probably like 3 or 4 and then put something heavy down on it to let it sit and dry. I'm not going to show that in a video because this is going to be way too long, and then we're going to test to see if it stays after it's all said and done. I'll see you guys when that happens. Alright, so I finished putting this together. The glue is working pretty good. It's not coming off. So I think it was just because that foam board they gave you had the felt on it, which it was meant for a picture, and then the tacky side on the other side, which didn't even hold to its own backing, which it was supposed to do, just wasn't gripping onto anything. The glue was a bit of a pain, and I did make some mess, but not too bad. I'm not worried about it. I'm assuming it's going to hold on to it a lot better. And since it's not flammable, or I don't think it would melt, which is why I didn't want to use hot glue, because I did leave this on for a little while and it did actually get pretty warm, and I'm more concerned with that than the lights really shifting. They do have other LED lights. This might be too much for something like this, but I'm definitely going to test that out. Worst case scenario, I have a lot more foam board. I can always cut a new square and try this again with a different LED strip. I did watch a couple of videos on really cool cutout boxes with fairies and other scenic decorations. Those looked really nice. I would like to do that in a video one day. So I'm going to finish putting this together. Boxes in there, papers in there. I'm not worried about this falling apart anymore, so we're gonna stick that there. And we're gonna flip this around. Wait a minute, where's the top? That's the top. This is the bottom. And I'm just gonna slide that in there. Hopefully it fits, because again, I had to cut this. Oh, that's a tight squeeze. Just to be closed. Stubborn. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Let's plug this in and see if this works. Let's turn that. And oh yeah, look at that. Obviously, I'll have hours on here. I'm only going to be open on Fridays until I make enough money with the store to hire somebody. But we have a nice lit box. But can you imagine a nice picture and just turn it on and off? This does come with a remote. And let's see if I can find that. Oh, I dropped it, didn't I? Where did I drop it? So it comes with a little remote receiver. You plug it in to one end, and you plug it into the power. Right, that's better. You plug it into the power, and then you're supposed to have a remote, which I do as soon as I figure out where I put it, that turns it on and off. So you can do this remotely or not remotely. They give you the option with this little receiver, and I want to see if it works. And then I want to switch out the paper to see if this one is going to look better in it, because I still have to do the hours. Here's the remote. This is a very basic remote. You got to remove the battery thing. And then off, on. I wonder if the brightness will work. Hold on, 25%. Oh, look at that! I can make it bright. I wonder what the modes do. Sorry, if you guys have epilepsy, I do apologize. I'm probably going to take that out, so ignore that mode, as I am going to remove that. So you can change the mode and have it flicker, but it's very sporadic and weird, and then you can change the speed. My favorite would probably be the brightness. You can dim it down slowly, or do it all at once, and then half, 25%, 100%. I don't know what the light button is. It's not doing anything. Then on, off. So there you have it, a homemade light up sign. You can put, and this is just regular computer paper. You don't want something too thick because the light's got to go through it. Now, obviously, it looks very gray and washed out. I'm fine with that, at the moment anyways. But I do want to try it with this real quick. And there you have it. I think I like that better. That way I can write in black and change it. Actually, where's the Sharpie? Ooh! So, a little thing with Sharpies, you can put them on surfaces like glass and plastic, and you can use rubbing alcohol to remove them. Closed. Let that dry. So that won't rub off. Wonder if I can get it a little darker. You can get it a little darker and let it dry. You can do paint. Paint won't let the light show through as much, but at least this looks the same as this. And then there's another way you can do this if you have a Cricut and not something as complicated. You can do vinyl and cut out, like, say, the words, the hours, the windows for the time and whatnot, and the light will penetrate only through those openings, and it'd be way more visible. And then, of course, you can add the color. The color looks great. The black, not so much. But that is it for today's video. If you like the video, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit the bell. It'll let you know when I release new videos. Comment below. Like I said, I don't play with this kind of stuff. This is very new for me, but I do want to get into it, so I will be playing with it more. And then if you want to see more videos like this, also comment below, because I think this would be fun, especially with someone that owns a store, wants to do some, like, you know, custom handmade stuff, or want to start a store that does this kind of stuff. This would be really fun to do. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Blessed be. Bye.